We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Land. This crowd is ready to go as their guys with the Philadelphia Eagles. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So, Charles, here we are, week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Stafford.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 19th touchdown now of the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run with Sanders off the option.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That catch good for only a couple. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught. He hits more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the 17, Allen. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Flushed out right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this is back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Sanders pushing through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way down to the 9.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Allen. That's swung out wide to Sanders. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Second down and 5.
Back to throw, Stafford. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Stafford looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 39, Stafford. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. From the 50, Stafford being chased out left. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, Stafford eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down, back to Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. From midfield, here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Allen now on first down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Caught by Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This is a pretty significant moment, a pretty cool moment. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards, and we might as well go ahead and measure for the gold jacket.
Make sure you measure it right, too. Make sure it fits perfectly when he walks out there for that ceremony. 50,000 yards in the NFL. Wow. Longevity, talent, a little bit of luck along the way, and a whole lot of people helping him get it done.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Stafford here. Flush to his right. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. Completing along the sideline, McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Allen. He's got Rager. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Into the hands of Sanders.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Allen. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing here, Stafford. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the